Hello everyone, my name is Abubaker Mahmoud, and in this video demonstration we're going to demonstrate the RDBMS side of xDGL and how xDGL can interact with relational databases to pull the tables definition or to populate the tables with data. So let us go ahead and use example here, a Postgre database. So I have Postgre 8.4 installed, I guess. Let me go ahead and create a new database. I'm gonna name it xDGL test UTF encoding. Yes, it is creating. Okay, so I have a database called xDGL test generated. I'll go to the schema, to the public schema, to the tables, and then create a new table. I'm gonna name it employees. Right, and in the column I'm gonna define imp ID. It's going to be integer. I'm gonna define if name. It's going to be character vary, and I'm gonna define lname character also varying. It's just like the var char in Oracle or SQL Server. I'm gonna define the email character varying, and what do I have? Email and car brand and model. So I'm gonna define also car brand varying and model car model character varying. Right, in the constraint I'm going to add a primary key, which is going to be I'm going to give it the name pk employees, and in the columns I'm going to add the imp ID to be the primary key of this table. I'm going to say okay, so it's just one table. So if I go to the xDGL environment, first of all make sure that you have the DSE or Data Source Explorer, which is one of the DTP or data tools platform which ships with the Eclipse DTP. If you go to Window and then Show View, then you can choose Other, and then I can select Database and Data Source Explorer. You will see the Database Explorer comes here. You can take it to this side here. Okay, in the data connections, let us create new. This is the beauty of DTB, like it has all the source and types of relational database management system, whether it is Informix, Ingres, MaxDB, MySQL, Oracle, Postgre, SQL Server, SQLite, and a lot of more database management systems. If the database management system have a JDBC driver, then it could be installed in the DTB, and you can use it also in xDGL to generate data for. So I'm going to use PostgreSQL. Next, we don't have any driver, but I installed the driver already, so I'm going to go here and say new driver definition, and there is just one obsolete driver that ships with the DTB, I can just ignore it and go to the jar list here to remove it, and then add the jar file that I have already downloaded for the Postgre. It's, I guess, here, Postgre. No, it's not in 2011, it's 2010. Yeah, the Postgre JDBC4. I will just say open and it will come here. I'll say OK. So the name of the database is let me just see, the name of the database is xDGL test. So I'm going to give it xDGL test, and here also the driver protocol JDBC, and then PostgreSQL the driver, and then the database is going to be xDGL test. And the username, when you install the Postgre, you should have a username and password to be an admin over all the databases. Save my password, yes, test connection, and ping success, then next and finish. So I have here, if I go to xDGL test, to the catalogs, xDGL test, to the schemas, and then I will go to the public schema in the tables, and I have the employees. So let me just rename this connection profile because it's very long. Let me name it xDGL PG, like Postgre, xDGL PG. And I'm gonna disconnect so that it will refresh and show the real name. So you see here, when you create the connection profile on any databases, whether it is SQL Server, Postgre, Oracle, or whatever, if you right click on the connection profile, you will see xDGL has a wizard here called xDGL program wizard. If you click this wizard, it's going to show you a wizard, will show you all the tables in the databases. Now we have only one table, so if I go and select this table and copy to clipboard tables only, or copy a program as all, so let me just copy a program, a complete program template that includes this table and its fields and in the format of xDGL. So let me copy to clipboard, it will close. Now I can go to the program explorer, and if you create a new xDGL program, I'll call it new.xdgl. I have something in the clipboard, so if I go ahead and just paste it, you will see the wizard just created a program for you, and it seems like it is following the old format of xDGL. So anyway, I'm not going to use the wizard right now. I'm just going to show you, I just wanted to show you how the wizard works, to pull the table definition from the database and then to put it here, and then you can play with the tables, with the fields, and define your generation rule, and everything is going to be alright. So I'm going to close this. I'm not going to save it, and I'm going to also delete it. Okay, so let me go here and define a profile. I'll define a profile and give it the name of the profile, and I'm give it a name here in the program as my PG or my Postgre. So this profile in the DSE or in the data source explorer, the name of the profile is xDGL PG. So xDGL PG. And the name of the profile or connection profile in the program is my PG. So I'm gonna go ahead here in the main, and for the first time I'm going to use the database management commands. I'll use populate I'll choose the table with 100 records using the my PG profile. So that's the statement of populate. Populate the table employees with 100 records using this profile, and the profile its name is xDGL PG, and it is a Postgre database connection. So let me just run this program. Before running the program, let me go to Postgre, going to the table and open it, view all data, and you will see that, let me just make it smaller. You will see that I don't have any data here. It's empty table. So let me go and run the program. 100 rows inserted. Is it? Let me just go here and refresh, and you will see that from the xDGL program you just populated 100 records inside a relational database management system, which is here Postgre SQL. Let me go ahead and use the delete command. Delete employees using this connection profile. So if I run, a 100 records deleted. If I go and refresh, no records are there. So the command delete is mostly needed if you want just to clean the table before populating the table with new data. So I'm going to use just here 200 records and see how fast it is that the xDGL generates the data and also insert them inside the database system. So make sure that the delete is before the populate, otherwise you're gonna delete the generated data. Let me go ahead here and refresh, and you're gonna see a 200 records inserted in your database directly. Thank you very much.